The big change can be felt by everyone. What if we are looking for the same thing, just in different areas of our life? Welcome. My name is Sybille, and I want to take a look today at the 55th gene key and the shift of the nodes. We are entering the eclipse season, and in short time we have a new moon in Pisces. So we are talking about the shift and the axis between Virgo and Pisces. And I want to take a look at each sign where this shift will happen in your own chart and what that means. In these times of change, often we experience dissolving or something. We experience this as something like chaos. And we have different possibilities to react to it and to work with it. And for me, the first thing we can act on is on our understanding and our knowing about what is happening in our life and what types of things are activated right now. And so the first thing I want to take a look at is the 55th gene key, because it is the container of all of our changes and all of our searching for something. And as Richard Rudd says, that we are all searching for freedom. And it's the freedom of suffering. And whatever you search for, is it for money, for love, for whatever, you search for freedom from suffering. And the one shadow that we have to face in this area of our life is we fear to not exist. We fear to not have a purpose. We fear to not being recognized. And this is the fear that keeps us in the place where we put ourselves in our own prisons. And it is shown by our own need to be validated. And the need to be validated is nothing else than that we need to know that we exist. If someone recognizes us, we have to exist, right? And so there is an addiction in this shadow that spoils into every area of our life. And to see this and how we can solve this problem, because we keep ourselves trapped in all of the wanting to be recognized. We get heavy and we are burdened by the things we hold on to, by the things that we experienced. And we even hold on to our own stories, what we experienced and how we suffered. And there is one thing that we have to understand, is holding on to suffering means that I have a reason to exist. Otherwise, in this area of freedom, I'm not attached to anything. I'm not attached to outcomes. I'm not attached to things. I can just let it go, because it is emptiness. Freedom is emptiness and holding on to nothing. And that is for our ego. I want to call it ego, but it's a little bit difficult, this word. It is terrifying for the ego. Transcendence is terrifying, because if we transcend and if we don't hold on to anything. That's a terrifying idea. And along our path, we are like searching for freedom. But the search is an ego thing. Freedom cannot be found. Freedom finds you. And that's an important thing. If we allow ourselves to let go of attachments and to relax into our fear of dissolving, then freedom can find us. It's what I talked about in Did You Have to Become Something? Freedom is the combination of being and being all of you. What you're supposed to be on this planet, because you had a reason to come here, to be something, to be, and to become something, and that is you. And that's why you came here. But our ego tries to put meaning on everything. And that's what we can work with, right? And so the cat is coming in the right moment to confirm what I'm saying. Stepping into freedom and stepping out of our own victimhood and our own victimization means that we let go of everything. That we allow ourselves to be on this planet and to be what we are supposed to be. To empty us out from all the attachments that we hold on to. The attachments to stories, the attachment to pain, attachment to suffering, attachment to change, to all of these things, right? All of these ideas of how change should happen, and allow ourselves to relax into the chaos that is happening right now. That is a big, big question. Can you do this? And can you allow yourself to step into the not knowing, into the non-attachment, and allow freedom to unveil itself? And so that was my intro, and I want to do a reading for all of these signs, and I will ask a couple of questions and I draw cards on them, and if you want you can skip ahead. I will put timestamps in the description so that you can find your reading quickly. And so yeah, I think that's it, and I thank you so much for being here and for liking and subscribing. That really helps the channel to grow, and I will see you in your reading. Welcome, Cancer, to this reading. It's eclipse season and the new moon is happening in Pisces, and it is the North Node being in Pisces as well. So it is like the beginning of an end, and there are realities dissolving, and we are stepping into chaos and activation of the new. And it's deeply impactful for you because Mars is in your sign right now. It's retrograde, but it's getting direct in a couple of days. So it is deeply impactful, and it's changing your life right now. It's changing your life, how your belief system functions, how you react to life, how you nurture life, right? This is Mars in your sign, so it is really impactful. And we want to see what this change is about and what we get through the cards. So we will see, and I will see these one. That's, and I want to see a moon card as well. And there is your card. And astrology cards. And then we take a look and take more cards to see what this change is about in your life and what we can do with it. So, and there we have the North Star for you. So the area where you follow your own North Star, right? It's about you shining your light and following your heart with what you do next. And it feels like there is something that is leading you beyond a limitation. And this is a tower like from the Lenormand deck, so it is not a tower that like in the tarot that destroys something. It is a tower that leads you beyond your limitations, out of your comfort zone. It leads you into different countries, for example. So it's crossing borders as well, and it's a conversation about it. And there is a dream and there is a vision of you. And I think this dream and vision has something to do with other countries and with you getting out of your own way into the vision and the dream that you have for yourself or for other people as well. And so we'll see what. And it's time for healing. And maybe there is something in your life that held you back to move beyond these limitations, right? There is something that held you back from healing, and we will see. And it's Aquarius collaboration, and it's about an invitation. And that's really beautiful because that feels like something is coming up that will invite you to cross this limitation, to cross these your own, get out of your own way into your own vision. So it is like the sentence I would say is about get out of your way into yourself. And that is something we have to sit with, right? Because in some ways we hinder ourselves to move beyond our limitations. On the other hand, we are not as much committed to ourselves and our vision and our dreams that we allow ourselves to move beyond. So it's about self-limitation. It's about maybe in this connection to the 55th gene key, it is about limiting yourself because you cannot do this and you cannot do that and you cannot have collaborations and it's all leading back into your experiences where you experienced yourself being limited by other people and not stepping out of it and holding on to this idea that collaboration isn't something for you. It's like this way of being. You know that you have something to give. You know that you have a vision that is deep inside of you and that is moving you forwards, but it is about, the descendant is about other people, right? It's about the opposite from your ascendant. It is how people receive you. And this is about communication, about the area where you feel that there has to be someone else to collaborate with you. And we have this as a supportive energy as well. It's a judgment card. It's It's the judgment and the unknown. And this, of course, this comes up, and it's beautiful because there we see the door. On the judgment card, we see the door that is opening, that is leading into the next area of your life where there is this energy like a spiral, right? It's and it can be it can be frightening to step into this renewal and into this rebirthing yourself, trying something new, getting out of the area where you are right now, to step into the spiral where you don't know what will happen next. But the unknown shows that there is a lot of energy that's leading into the sky, that's leading upwards into the light that is coming from there. And maybe the light is moving down, but I feel that this is moving up into the light. And it's like the invitation of rebirthing yourself and allowing yourself to step into the next phase of your life where you cross this limitation. And where you cross this maybe country border, maybe just stepping out of your own way to experience something new and experience yourself in rebirthing yourself. And it's not blaming the circumstances, right? That you cannot do this and you cannot do that. It's not blaming the circumstances, just stepping beyond them, because you can collaborate. There is a communication that has to come up. There is, and I feel that this Aquarius energy there is, you are in networks and you are with people who are able to collaborate with you and help you to move beyond these limitations. So let's see what the horses have to say. And we have this one. And we have this one. And this is like this is vigilance. This is like being afraid of moving beyond, because you are afraid of something happening that you cannot control, right? And maybe that happened in your life. Maybe it did. Maybe you experienced things that limited you in your expression, in your way, how you allowed yourself to show up in the world. And maybe someone told you cannot do this or you cannot do that. And maybe there was something that you experienced while you were trying to get yourself out of your own way, that they were limiting you because they told you that the world is dangerous, right? And there is something in you, and this is how I feel this card, because it's so beautiful, it's so shining, it's so vibrant, right? This is like a warm energy coming out of you. That is like a nurturing, clear energy that is so sure about what you know, how you feel, how you experience the world. And it's this card is called illumination, and it's how I experience you in this reading. You already know that you have to follow your North Star. You are like illuminated. The being inside of you that is here to give something, to be something like this water bearer, right? You have to give something. And you have to rebirth yourself to be able to give it. And so to heal this part, and I feel that this connection isn't coincidence, that it is time to heal this part of you that is vigilant, that is afraid of going out there and trying to bring yourself into this world and to give the world what you have to give. And it's time to heal this. and to step into the unknown, to step, and often this judgment card comes with, oh, I'm afraid to be judged. I want to take it literally here. I'm afraid to be judged. If I step out there, and I will be perceived in a specific way, and I need these collaboration. I need to be received in a specific way. I'm afraid of collaborating with people because it didn't work out in the past. And then now it's time to change. It's now to change this. And this is really a beautiful thought about being judged or judging yourself and stepping into the unknown of collaboration, of how people receive you. When you bring all of this enlightenment, all of this illuminated being that you are, that even this part in our journey where Mars went retrograde through your sign, I think it brought a lot of illumination. It brought a lot of how you show up with your nurturing side, how you show up in bringing the masculine side, bringing the divine masculine acting side into a new way of allowing to show up in a feminine way. And I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it feels like there was a lot to learn on this journey where Mars went through your sign and tried to do something and couldn't get forwards because it had to move backwards, and it had to face these areas of your life where you bring nurturing to this area, where it's not about acting, it is about being, it's about nurturing, it's about allowing, it's about receiving. And this makes a lot of sense when we see that this is where Mars gets another flavor when it's in your sign. And I really like that, because it's like healing. It's time to heal this area of your life where you perceive things, where you were perceived in a specific way because you acted in a specific way. And now you're stepping into this collaboration, into this knowing that your nurturing will be needed. Your nurturing is beyond the borders of countries, worldwide. It's for me like worldwide, in connection to communication with other people. And it's bringing yourself in. And that's you. For me, it feels like that's you. Illuminated, beautiful, nurturing, in collaboration, and seeing the bigger picture with this Aquarius and collaboration thing, and being invited to bring all of you. And there you can see that is walking out of this stagnation, out of this idea, that's not working for me, that's not for me. And this is the courage to overcome this fear of life. I feel like you're holding yourself back, not stepping into the outer world, overcoming your limitations, stepping into the next unknown. It is perfectly orchestrated right now to lead you into this area of your life where you have to decide something. And maybe it's happening in your world right now through chaos. And I guess it is, because it's what we are dealing with right now. Things are dissolving in our reality, and we are stepping into chaos. And that leads into, in your case, it leads into the growth of the courage to move beyond your limitations, because you have this wisdom with you. That is, you already know that you have to get this out into the world. You have to step into your own vision and to bring yourself with it, because nobody else will do it. You can step into collaborations, you can communicate, you can allow to get out of your own stagnation, because you are afraid to be perceived in a specific way, because you experienced this, right? This is experiencing. But that is like victimizing yourself by staying there. There are other people out there. There are people out there who can see you for the beautiful being that you are. You don't have to be afraid of all of them, because there are people who want to collaborate with you, who want to invite you to create a new reality out of this chaos, and to bring all of your enlightenment with you, to illuminate things, to show things, to show your beauty, because that is really a beautiful image of this light shining out of the clouds and illuminating the area in a warm, beautiful sunshine, and the rays of the sunshine are coming through the sky. That is really beautiful, and it is the invitation to let go, to step into your freedom by being all of you, being all of your vision, and bringing this vision into the world, and it's beyond the borders everywhere. And the world around you is perfectly arranged for you to do this, because there is no alternative. There is something happening in your life that keeps you, that takes the choice away to stay in this, because you know all of it. You whatever I tell you about complaining and blaming and victimizing yourself, you already know. And as you know, right now, there is no other way than to move beyond your own limitations and to step into the greatness that you bring with you. And people will receive you in the way that you want them to, because there are people out there who can see that, who can feel you in this beauty nurturing way. And I want to have these, and I think these two, and maybe no, but these and this one. So, and there is the creation, the new beginning in creation. And it's leading into this beautiful Two of Cups. And this can even mean that you step into a new relationship, because you allow yourself to show up, not to have a mask. You know, there is this in this card. There is this angel watching over you, right? Watching over your love that you bring. And you are so loving and you are so nurturing, but you don't bring it to the table because you are afraid. And this moment in time is leading you into where you have to trust at one point. You have to trust that all the things you put in the ground to grow from this place, that they will give you the fruits, and they will give you the resources that you need. And we have a divine pairing. For me, this feels like, wow, there you can meet a counterpart here that is really understanding you, that is really seeing you as what you are. And this illuminated one is for me the same as the high priestess. It is for me the high priestess who knows, who has no limits above her head. And she is received in the right way from the Hierophant, who has the key, right? There can be the collaboration between them. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but it can be. And maybe it will terrify you, because you will experience something that is leading you out of your comfort zone. It's leading you beyond, even leading you into different countries, to move beyond borders, and to let go of the burdens that you kept with you, because this kept you in the place of victimization. And there we go into a place where you feel the abundance, and where you are grounded, and where you have the resources to bring your vision into the world. And it is beyond the borders. It is worldwide. And here we have the Three of Pentacles. Again, it is, I say again, because this collaboration card came up. And this is a collaboration card. It is working with other people, combining the resources to do so, to work on projects, and having the courage to really step into your vision, into your heart space. It's all coming with this bringing your love into the world. Letting go of the burdens and bring all the wisdom with the illuminated one. Let go of the fear, let go of the victimization, and let go of the past. Because now you know, when Mars goes direct, you know how to get the emotional part of you, the divine feminine, out in the world with divine masculine help, to get these two areas in balance, and to find a way to act in a feminine way. And that is for me this lesson where you step into the unknown, and where you step forwards, because now you know how to do so. And it's about collaboration. It is about people inviting you into collaboration, and seeing you for what you are, for this bright being that you are, and being together in the same vision to move something forwards into abundance. This is abundance, and this is wealth as well. These are overflowing resources. So let go of this burden that you have, that keeps you back. That is the vigilance, being afraid of collaborating with other people, being afraid of other people, how they perceive you, and now stepping into this path where you show up as this being, because you are encouraged by Mars doing its work on you. About the last month of our life, we experienced this, and Venus will continue doing that, to keep us in balance, and to get us in the place where we can bring this balance of divine feminine, divine masculine in love into this world, to nurture the vision. Cancer, this is a beautiful reading, and I really, really, really enjoy seeing this happening for you, moving forwards and bringing yourself so courageously and so powerful into the world. That is really beautiful. So I want to say that. And I think this is your card. And she's like holding her hand up. It's like, it feels like victory, right? It's I got this. I've done this. And the circle is closing somehow. And this card is called Victory of Mariam. If you're longing to caress the moon, do not turn away from it. You are an eagle with wings ready to soar. So I push you from the cliff top, that you may know yourself. whatever may be troubling you, it's not meant to bring you trouble. Allow yourself to become eagle-eyed, beloved wild one. The attitude rather than the circumstance needs to shift. Then you shall find your resolution. And that is, that's stepping into this area of your creation to move yourself out of this. And it's the attitude that I mentioned in the 55th gene key. It's the attitude to victimize yourself, to hold yourself back with the fear of collaborating and stepping out of your comfort zone, to bring yourself fully into the unknown. But that's the pathway you are on, and I'm really happy that you will. Thank you so much, Cancer, for being here and for liking and subscribing and for supporting the channel. You are in a perfect storm to bring you into this place where you need to be, because you have to shine your light. I want to emphasize this one more time. Thank you so much, and I see you soon.